Hey guys, Coach Steven here, and today I'm going to be taking you through a walkthrough. So my workout for the day, start to finish. It's a non-scripted workout, so I've got various tools here, I've got various movement and workout ideas, but what I'm going to be doing is just doing my workout that's going to be fairly spontaneous and in the moment. So my condition today will dictate what the right way to work out today is, or the optimal way of working out today is. Because what I did yesterday and what I did the day before is still influencing my body now. If I did something very well, depending on what it is, but it is over time. But the more intense the past experience was, the more relevant it is in the present. So if you worked out really hard yesterday, you want to work out less hard today. It's all relative. I'm not going to get into the technical details of recovery science and nutrition and sleep and rest and how hard you trained and how long you trained and all that kind of stuff. Those are all factors that come into play. Today I just want to show you a bit of a workout. Then we'll talk about that stuff in more detail in another video, because it is important. Alright, so talking about present day condition, how I feel today. So I'm going to work with the niggly parts of my body today, because of how I slept last night, how I've been sitting during the day. You can feel different parts of my body, or they're not well calibrated, the tension seems a bit off. So yeah, I'm just going to be focusing on my breathing, on my posture, on my poise, on my kinetic linking as part of my introductory to warm-up stage. So that's part of the workout, but it's a part most people skip, and it's a part that's really important. You want to take a little bit of time and just start mindfully engaging with your body, engaging with your range of motion, just getting a feel for how your body is feeling today. Now, how are you feeling now? The best way to figure that out physically is to move. Like, how am I feeling? Okay, yeah, this joint, this shoulder is feeling a bit stiff, but it's also feeling slightly unstable. And I can hear it's popping slightly. Okay, there it's okay. It's okay, so I'm going to experiment with different ranges of motion because I can feel the muscle and the connective tissue and the joint tension and the antagonist and protagonist muscles, the ones that are pulling against each other. I can feel the joint capsule, the three-dimensional tensional web of muscle and tissue on the joint capsule. That tensional web I can feel is a bit out. I can feel my shoulder blades not gliding nicely, so focus on trying to bring that right. Feel my thoracic spine is a bit rigid. I also feel the rhomboid muscles, lower traps, they're also a bit stiff. So I want to open up, try to get thoracic extension, add a little bit more of a kyphotic posture, and I could feel it was affecting the muscles in my back here quite significantly. Also up into this trap, I can feel tension there. So I want to release that. I can feel this side is also even more tight. I can feel if I move it, it'll probably click. So, yeah, there, I don't know if you heard it. And I got another one on this side, up in the vertebra here, just from being mindful of the postural connections, the weight distribution of my feet, my pelvic position, my spinal position, position of my shoulder blades. So just being mindful of all the tension in the body and how it's all interrelating. There, my hip just went. So the stance I took here, you can feel here it was a bit niggly, so I stepped across, anchored in, tucked the pelvis, twisted across, and the hip popped a little bit better into alignment, better into place. Okay, making sure the video is still recording. You can feel this side. Yeah, hip there as well. There's knee. Hamstring just wants to go. Ooh. Okay, feel the ankles now. Breathing, so anchoring into the floor. Hopefully you guys can see. I don't really want to change the camera just for this, but yeah, we'll do a specialty video on each joint. The hip joint again, so anchoring into the floor. So I've got the two foundations here, that can talk against each other and shift against each other. So being mindful of both to adjust the different joints, because even there, just that hip extension there, felt it retensioning the internal external rotation here, as well as the hamstring here, back of the pelvis, attachment site here in the hamstring. I feel that a lot, but that's also because I've had various past injuries. You know, if you've strained something or pulled something or torn something, you got to know about it across the span of your life unless you manage to recover it very well and the damage wasn't severe. Okay, so thoracic rotation. Feel, again, loosening up the back here. I also want to get a bit of extension, not hyperextension, but I want to straighten out the spine. Getting rotation. Playing with loosening up the hamstrings. Again, still in a good position. Okay, now I'm just going to start talking a little bit less and focusing a little bit more on how I'm feeling, and the process will get a bit more dynamic, a bit more fluid. So I'm getting swinging in, rotation in, lateral weight shifting, extension and dropping of gravity. Focusing on breathing, altering the range of motion, more rotation as you loosen up. Hip rotation. So this hip rotation that I'm demonstrating here, very important in martial arts. Doesn't matter what martial art. Boxing, kickboxing, judo, wrestling, kung fu, tai chi, san chao, whatever it is. Krav Maga. This hip motion and anchoring into the ground, it's in everything. Such a fundamental part of how we move. How we propagate energy through our body. You can use that in extension motions. Energy wave propagation. So it comes up. Play with different planes of motion. Mobilizing the shoulders, the scapula, thoracic spine, all the muscles that are sitting up in the back here. Mobilizing the hips. These counter rotations, so you're mobilizing the hip, mobilizing the iliac joints, mobilizing the lumbar vertebra, you're getting up into the spine, twisting segmentally, sequencing the spine, sending energy waves up through it systematically, that it propagates with a sequence synergistic motion in the body. So, playing with moving energy. So you're looking for kinetic flow, kinetic sequencing, and also as you flow, you'll feel where the restrictions are. You send an energy propagation through your body, you'll find where the most resistance is to that wave of propagation. Funny woo choo 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 noises. So it's trying to get this to whoop. We play with different dropping motions, simulating, visualizing an opponent. So you can various strikes you can do, or you can evade, catch, so pull, let the arm come through, put pressure on, maybe get behind. Hey. Oh. The boxing. Hey. Hey. Again, this is playing with different aspects of movement now. Brought in a slight combat visualization just to add a contextual narrative to the type of movement that you want to be doing, but keeping a very fluid, dance-like neurological state as well. That is, you don't want to become rigid. Loose, flow, play, see how movement works. Different geometry of shifting and playing with your center, your weight distribution. Where is your weight? How does that work with elastic tissue in your body? Playing with rotations, hops. Okay. You can feel I'm not regulating my breathing well enough for the level of exertion that I'm putting out, so you can hear my voice. It's now strained, and my breathing has to be far more deliberate, deep, and concentrated to be able to still vocalize, to stop myself from panting because of the carbon oxygen shift in ratio, high level of exertion. Metabolically, your metabolism, how your body builds and breaks down things, anabolism, catabolism, the rate at which that's happening has to adjust. So physiologically, as you increase your intensity, as you go through your warm-up, as you start moving more, as you increase your heart rate goes up, blood pressure goes up, everything starts moving more, metabolic processes increase, cellular processes increase. Large amounts of your cells are now firing like factories, working hard. They're not just dormant. You're getting good output, but at the same time you're doubling, tripling, quadrupling, quintupling your demand. So your output goes up, but so does your waste output. Byproducts, you start developing lactic acid, start developing a lot of carbon dioxide. So if you get that, if those start becoming too saturated, in your blood, in that muscle, whatever the case may be, you start throwing off the homeostasis, or the ability for that muscle to still function. It's too locked up with lactic acid, or any of the byproducts of muscle contraction, or if your circulation's going off due to posture, or whatever the case may be, depending on the type of exercise you're doing, maybe you're not moving, circulating through that area. All of these things are going to start affecting your performance. So you want to regulate your breathing with your level of exertion. If you dysregulate your breathing to your level of exertion, you can maintain that for a short while, but it creates a debt, a significant debt. If you do that for 2-3 rounds of boxing, kickboxing, even one round solidly, even depending on your level of fitness, but one round of not breathing well but moving a lot, your body has created a massive debt or excess. You've put out so much energy, but you've poorly regulated the internal clearing away and synergy of keeping flow. Your blood oxygen levels are out, lactic acid levels are out. You don't have maybe glycogen or energy to fire those muscles anymore. Maybe calcium or sodium or parts of the reaction are just becoming depleted way faster than they can get replenished. Then you, fuck, I'm tired. Oh, is this round gonna end? I can barely lift my arms. Shit, fucking enemy. Better fucking go back. oh, I can barely lift my arms. You know, if you guys, I'm sure guys, fighters out there that have competed and, you know, you get a couple rounds in, or even your first fight. I remember my first fight. I don't think I took one breath. Well, I don't remember taking one breath for the first 45 seconds, I'd say, of combat. Ding, ding. You know, freaking first time in there, you want to get busy. Bang, 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 you know, clinch, kick, punch, kick, elbow. Out, oh, fuck, he's coming at me. Like maybe 30, 45 seconds later, and I just went, wow, I really need to breathe. And, you know, I was so focused on what was going on, and then all of a sudden it's, whoa, ooh, yeah, breathe, everything's heavy, okay, breathe, okay, gotta do this. Move, oh, and you feel your body getting heavier and harder to not gasp for air. You don't want that. You want to be fit enough for your fight. You also want to be smart enough to regulate your breathing and your exertion level in a way that your metabolism can adjust efficiently, that you can maintain efficiency, efficacy, focus, and a good output throughout the fight strategically. I mean, obviously some guys come at you like, you know, a bat out of hell, and you've got to set a higher intensity maybe than you had anticipated. But you want to control the distance, control the tempo, keep him off of you, frustrate him, and then get back to a point where you can adjust the tempo to a place that you can recover and output at a good rate. Because if you're maintaining good recovery with your output, recover, 30 seconds, okay, get back, recover, frustrate him, fuck with his breathing. Okay, I'm recovering, okay, I feel good. Okay, take down, I got that. Okay, I can maul him 1 minute, 1 minute 30. Okay, this is not working. I can feel myself burning up. Okay, ease off. This is not working. Okay, save. Shift. Okay, I'm gonna try work for this submission. Okay, nearly got it. Okay, okay, have I got it? No, shit, he slipped it. Okay, it's not gonna work. Okay, wait there, I forgot this one. Okay, lock in. Got it, yes, victory, woo! If it plays out like that, you know. But you gotta have this, your mind has to flow with the moment. You gotta be in the moment. You gotta know when's the time to, and know when the time to is. That's part of fight IQ. It's part of the experience of not just how good you are with your hands, how good you are with your timing, how fit you are, how strong you are, how tough you are, what your cardiovascular endurance is. It's not just about that stuff. All that stuff's important, but your mind, how you use your mind to navigate the confrontation. Because you want to be in a state of mind where you're not overthinking things and getting paralysis by analysis. You want to have a very natural tether of connection with the moment, where you don't have to necessarily think, you feel. As he moves, you feel that movement, you feel the moment change. Because as he moves, if you're focused on him in the right frame of mind, he brings with him a feeling as he changes the field of space around you, because it's okay, there's no danger, there's danger specifically in most of these types of ways. Okay, shooting, okay, there's a different kind of danger. The whole moment is shifting the whole time, depending on situation and circumstance. The situation and circumstance is flowing and evolving moment to moment. And if you have too fixed an idea of what you want to do, you can't keep up, you can't process fast enough. But if you intuit the moment, you don't rationally analyze everything. It's good to have a rational, objective, analytic chess type perspective, but that needs to pick up on bits and pieces that you can use at the right time. You don't want to be thinking so much that it locks you up and you're trying to respond to something that already happened and the next thing's already happened. You got to feel that. It's got to be connected to your nervous system in a way that just the nervous system operates to shift the different. Okay, he's put weight there, I need to adjust the weight. I can fuck with his weight. You know, if I'm stiff, yeah, he's got me, he pulls me or pushes me. But you know, if I time it right, I can change the moment. You can get ahead of the moment in essence. Okay, so that's just the mentality. I know this was meant to just be a workout, but I'm just, as things pop into my head, I have experience and knowledge in the field of combat sports that is pretty high on even on an international level. So I've got a thing or two that I could teach most people and a lot of trainers and coaches out there as well. I mean, I'm always looking to learn. I don't want to sound arrogant. I'm always learning. Every single day I'm learning by the guys out there as well that are doing amazing things. Guys, there's tons of great coaches out there. Don't just follow your instructor at the gym. Like, you are limiting yourself. Have respect for him. Love what he teaches you. Apply it, refine it, do the best you can with that knowledge. But there are hundreds, if not thousands, of phenomenal coaches on YouTube. Find a couple. There's a few on my, you can go on my YouTube page. I'm subscribed to them. I forget what the exact term is above it, but on my YouTube page you can go and there's a list of the guys that I think you should also go look at. I've tried to keep it relatively short. There's a lot more than that, but just go look at those guys as well. You can pick up a diamond mine of unfathomable portions of value of knowledge from these guys. Like, do it. If you're interested in this stuff, there's high quality coaching, knowledge, transference of valuable information out there. Hopefully this is for that. My goal is for this to do the same thing. Share what I love, share knowledge, share understanding, share an improvement of your ability and your connection with reality. Sharpen your mind, sharpen your body, sharpen your emotional connection to life and reality in the moment. Like, I want to be a good person, and that's a very abstract, very dynamic, evolving idea that you need a kind of adaptive competence and flow to always move towards, and it's always moving away from you. Almost it's like a shining star leading you through the night that you never quite reach, but it guides you safely. In a sense, it's a guiding point to move towards, because I want to get there. Okay, now I want to get there, and it helps you move forward with purpose. So just conceptual ideas of training, being a better person, learning, sharing knowledge, trying to add value. You know, best way to be valued is to be valuable, and that's my personal belief. One of my mottos. Okay, so let's play around. I'm going to just have a quick sip of water. I'm talking a lot. Running my mouth and my body out. Let's check if we're still recording. Yeah, we ate for away. 22 minutes in. I suppose, yeah, this video is probably going to be about 45 minutes. Yeah. A lot of talking. Let's do a little more training. I haven't tightened and haven't glued these caps on yet. So let's not start with that. Otherwise it might go flying. Can play with this one a little bit. Okay, here I'm just trying to get a feel for this object and how its centrifugal force, its rotation force works, how the timing works. You know, at a rotation of my wrist here, how much angular velocity does it put there? So your brain is learning biomechanics